Oh, hello. There we go. Now I can see it. Now
Trey,
we're ready
stop
to
using
go.
your goddamn speakers.
I'm not. I have it in my headset.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't hear any echo at all. So, all right. Well, anyway, welcome back, everybody. Last time we were playing, the group started their assault on Habitat A, getting assaulted along the way, and in progress, doling out a considerable amount of damage to the would-be pirates of this station. Through a unfortunate ambush, they were captured, interrogated, and after biting a man's lip off, set free by a group of rebels, pretty much, that got them out. The ones who run the station. With that being said, they pushed forward, using the rebels as kind of like a swarm, attacking points A and B. Making it through tunnels, they eventually came across a spot they had to flanked around the side, encountered some resistance that had in place mines in these basically coolant and sewage tunnels and whatnot. Firefight ensued. They quickly mopped up those boys and began their push. Now, looking forward, they are in Habitat B, just underground, so making their way forward is going to be on them. They've lost a few of the resistance members along the way, but the goal is get to B, push through to C, and take the ship. The missile cruiser that's docked outside of Habitat C. Habitat C is currently burning and being destroyed from strafing fire from their ship, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. So, where you guys are at right now is you're coming up out of the sewage and stuff for B on the C, B to C concourse. So, on the map, right here, yep, right there. There is basically a long set of habitat tunnels that lead that way and then into the C habitat. Currently, the amount of resistance fighters you have is negotiable, but you've lost, I'd say, about a quarter. So you have about 75% strength of them. They can probably take care of a few tasks if you have something for them to do. Just run it by me first. But you are currently in a locked down area. All you got to do is open the door and push through to C unless you have any other things you want to do. Again, these are non-military people and they are swarming and surviving the day simply because you guys can provide accurate fire while they provide enough distraction for you to get good shots in. A lot of the enemy has fallen back, mostly pulling their dead with them as they could, but for the most part, it's skirmish. They bound back. You guys push forward. They seem to be retreating to the burning and halfway destroyed habitat. All right.
Towards C?
Towards C.
Can I use my previous hack on the security cameras to try to locate Ox's boa?
You may not. These are different security cameras.
Alright, so can I try to get into this system? To check Habitat C?
You can try anything you want, but where you're at is here.
Okay.
You cannot hack anything there as you don't have any... There's nothing in range of your ability to hack. Doesn't seem like B, C, and A are all connected on one network. Seems like each of them has their own, and they probably have some sort of communications relay that bounces back and forth between them. So if you wanted to basically control stuff on C from B, you'd probably have to get into the control network, which is definitely not there. It's probably more in the middle over here.
Okay. I would relay that information to Ox.
We're the blue dot.
Here, I will draw a little star.
The one with the little arrow.
You guys are
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
You're the purple star. Right there. Alright, so given the situation, pick it up there. What do you guys do?
Move forward.
10 wounds. I think I did that last session, so I'm good to go.
I'm good enough.
I like Businessman Ox. He looks funny.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
And then I said, no, that's a real nice ski mask.
I love it. All right, so pushing forward, you open the doors to the habitat section, and as you do, they slide open, and you can hear that instant sucking noise of vacuum as it starts to go. A blast door slams down in front of it, and it says, it basically starts alerting you, breach, security doors slamming, or security doors sealing, as those doors slam shut and basically cut you off from that route. Or at least immediately from that route, sealing off whatever atmospheric breaches were present.
I'm wondering if, and I'm saying this out loud to everybody, if we should go back to the ship and see if we can dock on the other side.
I was just thinking that same thing.
You read my mind.
Not a bad idea.
So we got to
Back to
take
the ship.
everybody back towards our ship, and then take that ship from.
And actually,
is
we
it at
have
B or
the-
A right now?
We have the storage for all
It's
the
at A.
people.
Yeah, we could take like non-combatants probably, or combatants, either one.
How much time, though, is that going to add to what we're trying to do here? Is it easier to try to push forward, or does it make more sense to get to the... I'm
Well,
just trying
while
to make
you
sure.
were,
We
while
don't
you
have
were
enough
business-
space to carry
Hold on.
everybody.
Hold on. While you were businessman on the phone, I tried to go forward. Blast door's closed. There's no way forward now.
Okay.
That you can see.
There's a breach.
Yeah.
The main tunnel that leads
it did go
there,
boom.
yes. Yeah. You guys
Well,
did
before-
blow up that part of the station, yes.
Before we jump straight to that though, Leech, why don't you try looking into the system and seeing if there's any alternate routes?
He just did.
No, he didn't. He tried to
oh.
see
tried
if
to
he
look at
could
cameras.
look at cameras and see, and I told him there's no way he can see anything from C on his initial just looking at things. He's like,
He was right.
yeah, no.
I was wrong.
Actually, wait,
I was
we
wrong.
got schematics. I'd open up the schematics and start looking if there's an alternate route.
Oh, okay. Give me a computer check or a investigation check.
We're gonna go with.
Computer check because you don't know how to read a map.
A map? This is conflab and drawing paper. Computer
Nice.
use. Somehow you punch into some of the files that were given to you by your friend Jesse, and as you do, you look, and sure as shit, there are maintenance tunnels that go beneath almost every single one of the concourses. In fact, there are direct routes. There are also not coolant routes, but there are basically there's a set of train tracks, basically, or high-speed rails that go between all of these.
I was actually also going to ask if there was a way like down into the asteroid and then over and
Mhm.
then up. That
Yep.
type
That's
of
what
thing.
that would be.
Those tunnels are exactly that. They're protected cargo routes, pretty much.
I show that to everybody.
I'm down. My suit will take it. So what's the
Block
nearest?
shock. Agreed, buddy.
Is there any nearby routes that we could try to take that are near our location?
Yeah, you have schematics. You can find you basically, oh, it's over here in this section.
Yeah,
We
send
need to
that to
just
all of you.
bang out this door and then go down into the maintenance hatch. There's probably, if you have the credentials, you could probably scan into this place too. But
Oh wait, didn't we get credentials that we're employees here now?
so
I
long
guess
as
if I want,
so
we
long
can
as
try.
those employee credentials allow you access to that, you could give it a shot. Yeah.
I don't think they will, just because that would be too easy.
Or we remembered something he thought we'd forget, and it will work.
Who knows?
let's just get on the tram and go over.
Okay.
Well, the tram's broken, isn't it?
No, you have
But
no
there's an
idea of knowing
underground
that.
Tram. Yeah, the track that goes underneath. Let's go down to that and see if it's there.
Okay. You make your way through the habitat. The signs of fighting, cutting back through places. You know there was civilian people fighting, and there's several casualties on the ground. Some resistance, some of these pirate guys, but mostly those kind of droned out civilians.
I am checking all of them for ammo, for credits,
Okay.
anything that might be on their person.
So it'll take
I'm
you.
going to.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Before you do that, are you just doing a quick search, just what you can see, or are you literally flipping them, checking pockets, everything?
Kind of a a cross in between. It is like is there any weapons or ammo that we could take? But it's also like a quick pat. It's not like a, check every little freaking
Okay.
thing. But if
Check
I
pockets.
feel a big bulge, oh look, a grenade, that type of thing.
Okay. So a quick
I got a big bulge for you to
a
feel.
quick cursory search. 17's good enough.
I
You
grab
could-
Ox's dong.
It is a weapon. It is a meat stick, apparently, and that's what he likes to use. He's
Oh
proficient.
god,
in
that
it.
explodes, I've heard.
Yeah.
It's
If
a
you swing it
weapon of
enough, it does.
destruction.
Anyway.
God damn it.
Wow. Fucking train track derailed.
Yeah, as I'm checking bodies, I'm like this on Ox.
Yeah, just support.
Hidden cost.
So as you do this, you're able to find a few SMGs on most of these guys. A lot of them seem to be the assaulter guys, the everyday run-of-the-mill, not the assault rifle guys. Those guys seem to be a little bit more designed for action. The SMGs seem more designed for inner ship combat. Something easy to maneuver around, but they have plenty of them. And there's probably you can find 4 or 5 of them on the ground with a complement of ammo for each of them. So about 6 mags per. So
6 mags per
I want to
pistol?
grab.
per gun that you find, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab
cool. I'm
4
grabbing
of
a
the
bunch
guns.
of that ammo.
I was just gonna say I'm grabbing 4 of the guns and as much ammo as I can. Leech, did we or did we not have a bag that we had like a bunch of stuff we were throwing into?
I'm carrying it.
Betcha. Tex has
All
got it
right,
on his back.
Tex, throw this in there.
Please,
Cool. I'm
please
gonna-
add the weight for 4 guns, and 6 times 4 is what? Fucking 24?
24.
24 magazines
4.
of ammo. So
Do we have weight for mags?
this should be an Ultramodern 5. It's per
Yeah.
per 30 rounds, I think. So
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
I'll
30
double
rounds
check
is like
that.
0.1 or something like that.
So
yeah, it's not so much that I think you're going to be overweight and it's going to slow you down, but
yeah.
you
Keep track of it.
start adding pennies on top of things, and yeah, it's going to get heavy. It'll sink
How
the brain
many,
eventually.
how many mags?
6
24.
6
Four.
mags per, so yeah, 24 mags.
I mean, we don't have to take all of them. You know what I mean? Like we can
I
just
need
grab
that
it.
ammo. I go through ammo
Oh,
like a motherfucker.
You're good then, baby. You won't.
I would like you to roll a d6, Clyde, because I didn't take into account expenditure because they were in a fight. So
You
whatever.
mean Cal. Clyde and Cal names
I
have been changed.
Okay, stop. So 22 mags. 2
22
full.
mags.
Yeah, you can scavenge them enough to know that 2 mags will probably be empty by the time it. So 60 rounds were fired. Not too bad. But yeah.
Best,
Yeah, that slows you down slightly, but not too much. It's a quick, grab it, go kind of thing. There's, a lot of the people who you're running with also, kind of hang back and, have little personal moments with people they probably knew that are now dead on the floor. But you kind of, look through and you can see them kind of mustering, we got to do this for Billy Bob here. He's gonna die. But for the most part,
If
they're
anybody's
good.
in death saving throws, I'm gonna try to patch them up while they're going through their shit.
Give me a medicine check.
And also,
Okay.
Leech, when you're done patching this guy up, click your auto loot like every minute.
Okay.
Might as well loot
Not
them
bad
dead
idea.
bodies.
All right. Yeah.
These dead
that's
people
fine.
don't need their money.
Okay. As you go through, you can find 2 individuals that you were at that moment, just there in the nick of time. So you could save 2 people.
All right. So then I would use those to save them.
Yeah, just blow the
Sounds nice.
expenditures or whatever of your
Yeah.
kit, and yeah, you patch enough. You basically come up across a guy who's just like heaving. You look at him, rip open his shirt, and you can see one side of his chest is mad inflated, and you just simply go, oh, stick a needle in his chest, and he instantly calms down, comes back to the ground. You slap a bandage on top of it, occlusive dressing, and keep moving. You basically give him the you need to change this out, come see me, go see a doctor, something when this is over. They're going to have to do some more invasive work.
Take some Naprox and change your running
Yeah.
shoes, drive on.
There it is. Face out, pull security, you piece of shit. No. Next guy you come up, he's just bleeding out hard. Quick tourniquet, little bandage. He's back, alive, stable, but not having a good day. But
That looks like shock.
go ahead and give yourself an inspiration. And when it comes down to it, the next time you have to use a persuasion or any sort of social interaction check, Leech, you have advantage on it with the people of this station.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
You took your time
Yeah.
to save their people. They are appreciative of you, and many of them start just, thanks, Doc, appreciate that, man. That kind of good stuff comes through. But you make your way eventually, clicking, how many times are you going to try to click that?
Let's say 3 times. 'Cause
Okay.
It's every 30 seconds, so.
Clicks. Okay. Eventually, you make your way to the door that you see on the map, and it's a large set of blast doors. Red flashing light, like it's in lockdown, like all the other blast doors are. But above it, painted on the wall, is pretty much it says to cargo tram. There's a data pad on the side of the door, and other than that, it looks locked. The swarm behind you is slowly getting to your position, but you guys have kind of taken the lead at this point. The load of resistance fighters behind you. There's about like 30 of them right now, give or take.
So they're advancing.
Yeah,
Correct. So they're beating back the enemy. Just so I'm understanding.
Well, there's no enemy to beat back right now. You guys already have beat back the enemy. It looks like they all went to sea.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's no more gunshots or anything like that that's going on behind us.
Nope, it's the sounds of destruction and crackling stuff and a station on alert. So.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, that's good.
Seems like you pushed them out of A and B at least.
Alright guys, civvies aren't in it anymore. We can just kill everything now.
Except for the civilians that are in here, which was the whole reason why we didn't want to blow the whole place up.
Yeah, because there's 300 civvies on the other side at least.
Yeah, so not what he just said.
It's a joke.
If it has a weapon, we could probably murder fuck it, though.
Well, duh.
It's coming right for us. Open up with it. Alright.
Look out. It's
So,
coming right for
sitting
us.
in front of this door, you can see no easy means of entrance without some sort of computer access or a data card of sorts.
Anders, looks like you got a job
I'll
to do,
step up,
buddy.
pull out my tablet as I'm taking off my bloody gloves, and I'm like, all right, hang on a sec.
Okay.
21.
All right. As you get into that, well, that's a computer use. So
Yeah, using tablets gives me advantage.
using
Using any electronics on my device does.
Say that again.
If you use a tablet, from the book you get advantage on the check. So.
Right.
Am I hacking it? Am I locating my target? Am I using these rules?
Well, first off, there's no computer use roll to start. It's a target. It's an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I wrote up those stats for you. So locating
Gotcha. All right.
a
So,
target's
I'm gonna call it.
not hard. You can definitely locate the computer terminal that you're right in front of. So don't even worry about that. So as an action, you may attack the firewall of this thing, which it has a rudimentary firewall, obviously. Once down, you may begin a dive. You can bypass friendly firewalls with passwords and privileges, which you didn't acquire in either of those, so you'd make an attack. You have a compatible device, your tablet, which I believe you said gives you advantage on this roll, which is 1d20 plus your proficiency with the device if you have it. So if you have proficiency in hacking tools or computer tools or whatnot, plus your int. So you'd make that roll. And that's against the firewall's defense, which is basically the computer's armor class. And if you score a hit, you're in.
Well, let's see if this works.
Yeah, not a problem. You make it in there. It's not a problem. You can kind of quickly access basically like a diagnostic set and get yourself in. And as you do, you can basically, once you're in, on your next turn, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can input programs. You can do an action. So while you're in there, what is it that you do? You have rudimentary control of the door. You could easily just go open and call it a day.
Well, actually, I'm going to use my fabrication anchor to... Let me double check how that works again. So that I can set my credentials.
Okay. So how does it work? You explain.
Let me find the book real quick, and everybody's spamming chat.
F and chat.
Okay.
No, I'm just yelling at Greg. He said clip again. You're not using an M1 Garand!
Ping!
I don't care.
He's like, I'm not, or am I?
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find some like
Have you watched
weeby ass. I'm gonna find some weeby ass shit, and I'm gonna use like the wrong word for it, and you're gonna crack me in a movie like I don't care.
Oh, how about Naruto?
Okay, so I'm not going to use my fabrication anchor because that just
Naruto?
makes it so that someone can see something that they shouldn't see. So I'm going to just try to get into the program to set my credentials.
All right. You have 6 seconds to make a password and create a user account. Go.
My user account is Leech, and my password is Phoenix.
You quickly smash in these things. Boom. Shuts down. But now it's asking for, login.
Leech, Phoenix.
Bloop. You have access to the door panel.
Cool. Open.
Door opens. Kind of gives way to a kind of disgusting waft of stale air and kind of the remnants of battle. You can smell gunpowder, kind of, or coolant discharge from your weapons and stuff like that. Definitely, there's been some funny business going on down here, but nothing apparent as you kind of walk into this large open area with like a big set of like industrialized stairs piping along the walls. You can see it goes down and hangs a left. Gonna just follow it around.
Yeah,
Okay.
just start following the
You make your way down like some winding stairs, probably about 4 or 5 flights. On the third one, there's a small administrative office, which seems to be in lockdown. But inside, you can't see anything. The doors are shuttered in, but it does say admin there. Continuing on down, 3 more flights on the 6th layer down. It opens up into what looks like just a big ass subway tunnel with an extremely large, like, loading area. Big enough to fit things like, large crates, like maybe some forklift kind of things like that. And there is definitely a large data readout with, the locations of the trams. There's currently 3 trams. There is one in A. There is one halfway between B and C heading to C. And there's one in C heading to B. So basically, between C and B, there's 2-way traffic. One leaving your guys, one coming towards you guys, and one parked at Alpha currently.
Take the one running to C.
Well, it hasn't arrived yet. It looks like it's on its
okay.
way to you.
Then I'll just look over at Phoenix and be like, it's coming. Want to set a perimeter?
Sounds good.
Alright. Find something sturdy to hide behind.
Okay. There's a few sets of pillars. That's about it.
I'll crouch down next to a pillar.
Okay. Eventually, a high-speed tram comes pulling into the station.
Side note, I start munching on a ration while we're doing this, or while we're just waiting for the tram.
Okay. Not a hard thing to do. A few minutes go by, and unless you guys have anything interesting to say, tram pulls into port. And as it does, the doors open, and it says, "Arrival, Habitat B. Please depart, and watch your step." And as you do, the doors open, and you can just see bodies slump out. Dum dum. 2 or 3.
I guess walk over, pull them back into the tram.
Into the tram or into the subway terminal, pretty much?
I guess there's 3, so I'll just pull them out onto the subway
Okay.
platform.
You pull 2 of them out. They look like corporate dudes. Absolutely impeccable looking suits, minus the several bullet holes that are in them, full of blood. And the third is what looks to be a fairly well-dressed woman, but she seems to be in pieces. Head barely dangling on, arms kind of dangling off. And there, around her neck, is a bola, bloody and tied.
And that talks.
As you pull it off, it removes the rest of the head, and it is dripping.
Is this my boa?
It is your boa.
I would
It's got
clean
blood
that.
all over it though.
Yeah, I would give that a little
It's
antiseptic
a little
spritzer.
wash.
I can make this work. But
Oh my god.
Do you put it on? No.
I don't know who sullied this.
Certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
It looks pretty dick.
Why would this random bitch have it? That's what I don't understand. When tradespeople, or not tradespeople, when
Dude had a fucking girlfriend. How hard's that to figure out?
Lawrence does not have a girlfriend. What the fuck is
Lawrence
wrong with
didn't
you?
have your bola.
Ladies.
Dude did.
You have your bola. I'm happy and proud for you. Let's keep cruising.
Did the two other bodies that slumped out with her look like military or like bodyguards or just normal dudes?
Well, they are dressed in extremely high-priced suits. They look about 30 or 40 years of age, somewhere in there. Kind of well-groomed hair, very corporatocracy bred kind of guys. They look like this is what they were born to do, is be businessmen. But you didn't really inspect them too much, so other than a bloodied suit slumping down on the ground that you pulled back, nothing real crazy.
I want to see if I'm gonna hold the head up. Do I recognize her?
And with an investigation check, you look doesn't look like anybody you've seen.
I'm gonna run auto loot.
Bloop. It comes back as like it didn't ping these three individuals.
Interesting.
They're
Sure, I'll
cool.
check their pockets.
Okay, you flip them, kind of rip through their pockets. One of them has a very old antique-style wallet that would hold bills and credit cards and things like that, which has basically a data chip in it, and a holographic set of what looks to be like small pictures and stuff like that of him standing next to a wife with 2 children on a very picturesque background.
Is there an ID? Since he's carrying an old school wallet.
You look, there's
Just a data chip?
probably no. It's like basically a fancy wallet for a hard drive that probably has some way of accessing it.
Okay. I'll just throw this over at Tex and be like, we'll figure it out later. Put it in the bag.
What did you throw at me? Sorry.
A fancy old wallet.
Fancy old wallet. Okay.
Good job paying attention, buddy.
I want
Your
to.
fucking memes are distracting me.
Yeah.
I wanna-
Yeah, but I can
all right,
pay
hey,
attention
hey,
to the conversation.
This is a serious thing. Quit fucking the side banter, because it's really noticeable, and all of you are distracted. And it's really annoying to me. So
I want to.
let's keep it focused. If we're gonna play the game, let's play the game. So.
I want to turn the chick's corpse over, and is she wearing a dress? Or?
Mhm. Nice, kind of like a white and blue, very modern style dress.
Cool. So I'm gonna take it at the neck, and I'm just gonna rip it, and see if there's any tattoos or anything identifying.
Okay.
Wait, white and blue, or is it black and gold?
It could be. Could be either. Ripping off the dress, you see absolutely no distinguishing marks. Just fancy undergarments. She looks like she probably has some sort of dermal implant underneath the collarbone, like most individuals do. But no markings. You do see she has some slight cybernetic implants around the arms. Not uncommon for spacers to have things along those lines around joints and things like that. So, maybe well-to-do
Alright.
spacer lady.
Alright, listen, this is gonna sound weird, but I feel oddly obligated to do this. I'm just gonna keep the head with me.
Wait. Are we on the train right now? The tram?
Nope.
No, we're sitting on the platform with the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't the bodies like fall off the tram though?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me get this right. You're gonna take this woman's head, and then we're gonna get on the tram,
Eh,
and you're just gonna bowling ball it, right?
eh.
I'd say
Hold
just
it
leave
by
it
the
with the
hair.
body because at least we can come back to deal with this later. We're
Why
trying to
are we-
save 2/3 of the facility.
Why are we touting around heads now?
Yeah,
What kind of voodoo
why-
shit you into?
Why are we taking the head though?
I think I need to bring it.
Barbaric.
Say that there's like an optic lock, like you know how some places have, like we have to do your eye.
Biometrics.
None of her students. She probably would have that. She probably use the system. I can see where Ox.
Yes, that is
I
totally
don't-
where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I don't think that's where he was going with this.
No, I can see where it'd be useful. I'm not saying that's where he was going with it, but I'm saying I can see where it would be useful.
There at least is now an argument to bring it with that would make
Look,
some sense. I doubt it, but it
I'm
could.
just gonna take it with us. If it becomes a problem or a hindrance, I'll dump it. Doesn't matter.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
alright,
Ox
weirdo.
wants. You want to take it for biometrics. Ox wants to take it because he might get hungry later. Okay, that's what I'm worried about.
I'm gonna like keep like a good space between me and Sir carrying around head.
Can we get on the tram before it takes off and we have to wait for it to return?
Probably
Sure.
a good idea.
Sure.
So, as you guys are debating this, the rest of the resistance comes down the stairs and looks at Ox holding this woman's decapitated head in her hand, dripping on the ground. And you guys, we'll just take it in case we need it. Looking over, they all are looking at you like, what are you doing with Miss Perkins' head?
Oh,
Who's
you
Miss
know?
Perkins?
She's one of the admins for the company that is on the... What the fuck are you doing?
He didn't cut it off. The door opened and all of it came out. The head rolled out. He felt bad. He picked it up. Everything that's happening right now is really disgusting and weird. Okay.
Noted. The rest of them pull in like, what's going on? Oh shit, Miss Perkins, no! You get a couple people screaming like, fuck, we're gonna kill them bastards! That's
Yeah.
about it. So,
I say we ride the train and just leave Miss Perkins' heads alone next to her body.
you can do whatever you want.
I'm taking his head. There ain't no changing my mind.
Alright. Alright, so with that, you get on the train and just having them follow in behind you along the rest of the tram.
Is the tram one car or is it
It's like
multiple
it's like 4 cars right now.
Oh.
You could tell
I'd
it could be
say-
a lot more if it wanted.
How many people are we looking at?
Well,
Everybody else getting the other ones. We'll be in the front just in case anything goes down. We can handle it.
How many people are there?
so with a lot of you, there's 5, and then with the rest of everyone else, there's probably an additional 27. So a total of 32 altogether.
I'd say we should send like 7 people back to try to help out in the city how they can.
Well, haven't we wiped out?
No,
Pretty
we
much all
did,
the
but there's
terminals?
still like recovery. Like, you know, we found people that needed medical attention and shit like that. I'm sure there's still
Good
more
call.
of that.
That's fine. Do have another question though. The tram, are there control panels on both ends?
I don't know. You haven't really gone into the tram to find out.
Oh my goodness. I would like to walk into the tram.
Oh
and
yeah,
do
there's
full
control. There's a
examination.
There's a control card on both ends.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know how you'd know that from outside a tram you've never been on, but yeah, no, going inside, yeah, it's absolutely got a
I
front set and a
recognize
back
this
set.
one actually. I've been in space. Yeah, it is.
It's a space tram.
Yeah. They're pretty generic about their controls.
So
I knew this.
let's put everyone else in the last 2 cars. Let's put our group in the front 2 cars, and then I'll stay in between them. And if shit gets real, I'll separate the cars. That way they can drift off and go back.
Well, this ain't no old timey pull a pin and they
Yeah.
fall back. But there are couplings you could undo. It just might be more than just a pin. It might be like putting in some input or hard manual levers, which you shouldn't have a problem with. But yeah,
Are these like magnetic rails or
Pretty
are these
much.
just rails? Okay.
pretty much
So-
maglevs. Hot,
Yeah,
very
we're
high
moving
speed.
So fucking fast.
I undid the thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to be undoing couplings when you're going on magnetic rail speeds.
Yeah, it's up to you. You do you. But you could position
Ox.
yourself there easily to apply a separation if you'd like.
I'm gonna let you do one really, really weird thing, and keep this goddamn head. Don't uncouple it. Just shit goes down. They can just stay on the damn tram, and we can go handle it.
You got it.
Okay. So, sitting in this
And
tram.
I stopped talking.
Like, oh boy.
It's not a sentence I thought I'd have to say today.
I'm gonna let you take the head.
Just don't let go of the.
Just don't separate the train.
All right. So, with that being said, go up to the backside where there's a control panel and there's literally like, stop, go kind of thing. You can easily press the go to C button and it starts making its merry way that direction. So,
just quickly out of curiosity, is there like a window where we can see forward on the track?
yeah, imagine basically each car is all surrounded by glass. You can look out into the tunnels 100%, 360 degrees.
The entire way over there, I'm looking through my thermal binoculars to see if I can see anything like, on the far side. So when we come in, if there's people there or tray leaving or, anything that's on the far side.
All right, give me a perception check then.
Tis the night.
Yeah!
All right, so
I has good eyeballs.
you position yourself in a spot to easily kind of be point lookout with the thermals. Not a problem. Ox towards the middle. I'm assuming Leech is the guy who knows computers, so you're the most qualified to press a button. You are in the front as well.
Yeah, this would count as a vehicle. Yeah, we can all press buttons.
It's not even a vehicle. It's like an elevator. Just a sideways elevator. But yeah, no, you all...
It's like a dumbwaiter, but mine goes sideways.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, the quick lurch of the car shoots you guys forward like a bullet out of a gun, and you slide along this rail track at breakneck speeds. Quickly becomes apparent that anything that would hit this thing is going to get disintegrated as you're moving incredibly quick. There is a countdown timer with about 40 seconds. It basically says, upon arrival. So you have about 40 seconds of anything you'd like to do. As you can see, coming into the front two cars is Jesse.
As Jesse comes in, I would like to step into the second car and be alone.
Okay. Jesse walks past
What?
the big guy and basically says, all right, so what's our plan? What do you need us to do?
I think the plan of attack was we're going to try to rush that missile boat so that we can try to get the missiles redirected at the other ship. And then
Right.
that'll leave you guys a ship for later.
She's like, well, I get that part. That's not a problem. She says, but as far as where do you want us positioned? Or do you want us to go up front? You want us in the back? How do we want to do this? I'm not a military lady. I know my way around a gun,
Rear.
but...
Yeah, basically just to secure our rear. No disrespect to all of you, but none of you are soldiers. What? But what's the giggle for?
Nothing. Keep going.
Alright. You better stop fucking the head, Ox. I swear to God. Anyways, none of you guys are real military folk. So just, I would prefer if you didn't get hurt. Keep an eye out behind us. And if shit gets really, really crazy, where you see us spreading and doing crazy stuff, then feel free to join in the fight. But I honestly, I don't want you guys to get hurt. Enough of you guys have suffered. Like, there's been enough of you guys as casualties today, and you know that Leech helped a few out, so it would just be best to not have any more people hurt. We came here to help you, not to get you hurt.
She nods. And
Yeah.
She's like, I appreciate it. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna be like, yo, anyone here got a seed?
She's like, I do. A couple of the others
Flip me
back
in.
there, too.
Give me your contact info. We'll refer back, or we'll contact you if we need you to move up.
All right.
Secure the rear for now.
Not a problem. You can get her seed
Just
information.
wanna get her digits.
Jesse Dravka.
Don't buy her a steak.
I'm trying to fucking eat, dude.
All right. So you get that seed, and she sends you a little text, just a few words. Says, "I never got to say thank you, but I appreciate it." All right. So arriving You're not arriving. You're about 20 seconds out. She makes her way past Ox. Ox, you look up after taking a step into the car to be alone. She walks by you, just looks down, and is just like, and just kind of shakes her head and walks back to the other car to let everybody know what's going on.
As soon as I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'll head back into the main car.
Okay. Not a problem. You can pass her as you go and do that. That being said, 20 seconds out, there's a display screen on in the front, basically, that flips on, and you can see a bandaged across the chin Lawrence, and he basically says, "Well, I see you found the underground trams and are headed our way. Exactly. Good job. You could have fixed all this, Ox, but now people are going to die, just like those 3 did. They're dead because of you. I want you to know that."
Is it two-way, or am I just receiving? Or are we just receiving a message?
Don't know.
All right, cool. I don't even care. Guess what? You're gonna die too because of me.
He simply says, "We'll find out.
Okay.
And to think I really liked you. Too bad you're going to die on a fucking shitty rock. All alone." The screen blips
He's not
off.
alone.
The screen blips off.
I check my weapon.
It's still there.
It's still a weapon.
Still weaponing. Yeah, let me reload my thing because you are just absolutely frozen, Trey.
No, he's frozen for everybody.
All right.
Let me reconnect.
Oh.
Whoa! Now he has no blue shirt on.
Oh, guys.
Exactly.
Every time he reloads, he's wearing less and less clothes.
By the end of the night, boys. All right. So, pulling up into this station, you can see it's on red alert. There are flashing lights, and there is what looks to be an empty platform waiting for you. You can see moving into this platform, there's a little bit of what's the best way to describe it? There's some freight that's out on the platform, a couple forklifts. As soon as you pull up, you can see there is a single blast door leading into what you can only determine is probably... let me see. There's a single blast door which leads into probably a larger holding area. Can't really make out what the words are saying. Seems like all the lights are off, minus a few red strip lights that kind of, hey, red alert shit. But for the most part, it's dark and hard to see. There's also warning indicators on the wall that say atmosphere at 12%. But
as soon as I hear that, yeah, my mask for my airmid suit is
who
Yep.
all right now is wearing a hazard suit?
Hazard suit, as in one that is space proof.
A suit that has a hazard rating, so it has some sort of seal.
Minus.
That's not what you said before when we were discussing this.
Yeah, it fucking is, dipshit.
You said the airmid survival suit was acceptable and airtight.
Does it say it's airtight in its description? Then it counts as being hazard rated, yeah.
I don't know, it completely seals. I remember that.
It does. It is hazard.
Yeah, so I didn't say anything weird. Don't call me out
Oh, I
on
thought you
stuff
said
you
it
don't
was.
understand, child, please.
I'll fight you.
Not wearing a
That's
hazard
it.
rated suit.
I'm flying to a place where they have crazy time and I'm gonna fight you.
Do it, no balls. Alright, so...
I can't, I'm in
I
Georgia
have a mask on so I can breathe, but I do not have a hazard rated suit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you have a
I don't believe
rebreather.
I have a hazard rated suit either.
Okay.
What armor are you wearing? I think.
I'm wearing my standard with the helmet and everything.
What's its name?
I don't remember.
It's armor.
Look at your
Duh.
sheet.
That's why
what I'm
character
doing.
sheets are great tools.
What I'm doing, asshole.
God, I'm doing it! Dang it! I'm doing it right now! I hate it. I hate it here. You guys are so rude.
I'm assuming you're wearing either the aramid or...
No, he's got heavy armor, doesn't he?
I wear carbide armor. I
Alright.
just gotta look up and see if it's...
Sealed.
Yeah.
Carbide, you said?
Mm-hmm.
C-A-R-B-I-D. Search. Oh. Zoom.
All right. Well, you guys are figuring out
Carbide
that.
armor. X.
All right.
Carbide armor. Super strong plates of tungsten carbide are strapped inside a flexible nylon suit to offer remarkable stopping power. However, these plates are heavy and significantly reduce the user's flexibility. Does not say anything about...
Then it's not hazard sealed. It's just heavy armor. So, as you guys approach this, you can see atmosphere at 12%. You're trained enough as drop troopers to know atmosphere in a space station means more than just, hey, there's air to breathe. It also means temperature-wise. So if you do not have a sealed suit that is hazard rated or basically capable of space exposure, you are at a disadvantage for any sort of acrobatics or athletic checks you may have to make because of the cold.
Okay.
That said, you arrive at this junction that I just put you on. You guys can see the bottom half of the screen should be the loading dock with the two things, correct? And then it should be dark up top, right? You can't see?
You're dark up top.
It's not where I wanted to be dark, but, you know, it's what God made me, okay? Jesus. But anyway,
That ain't right.
that boy ain't right. That's wrong as two boys fucking in a wood line.
Whose picture is that?
That's
That's
text.
fine. I updated it.
All right, so you didn't jump off a train 40 feet, so go ahead and move back to the limit. I know, I'm just saying. So yeah, you guys exit the train, and you can see that Jesse walks up to the glass and then shoots you a message text. She says, "I don't know if many of us can get out. Not until you clear that area up there. That should be the loading offices. That should have atmosphere suits for at least some of us." She says, "We'll stay on here while you guys clear." She says, "Because we're gonna be absolutely no use there."
Text, can you actually ask? Hey, what did she say to you? Alright, ask her if there are any survival suits on the other side, and tell her to go back and try to get some if there are.
She informs you there can be some. We can go find some. If it was this bad, we should have probably brought them before we came. We'll be back. Don't die on us. She says, "I'll keep in touch." But yeah,
Yep.
and you can see the train depart, leaving your only mode of egress through. You can't go back anymore.
Thank God they detach.
What?
The rails, the cars, they have two engines.
Yeah, but they just took the whole thing because they just took off to go back and get stuff. They didn't
got it.
detach and leave you any.
Yeah, we're either going forward or we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was the end of the line. I thought this was something we had to
So
do
guess what,
to get
gentlemen?
around.
I did that intentionally. We're going forward.
All right.
Burped.
All right, as you get off of this, you can see kind of dimly lit area, the two forklifts, bunch of boxes and crates stacked up, fairly tall. A single door right here, as you can see that little picture or insignia, that is a door. If you need any further, I will outline it in red this one time. Boop, that is a door. That will forever be a door on this map. So anything like that means door. Other than that, it should be open. So where do you guys go? Looking in here, you see the three routes up, the one door in. There's a computer terminal here that looks to be like some sort of records keeping terminal with some sort of holographic display that's just flashing alert right now. Steel walls. This part of the building looks absolutely 1,000 times better than both Habitat A and B put together. This is new construction. It looks nice. Well, it did until it got shot with rail cannon. But yeah.
Whoopsie.
Oops.
It looks as good as it could, having
But
been shot
being
by
shot by a rail
They
cannon,
could
yeah.
really use a new interior decorator. is all
Right?
we're
Yeah.
saying.
So this darkness is just from lack of light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll move up, and then I have a couple of flares, so I'll toss one to the left and one to the right.
Okay. Make sure you subtract those off your thing, and as you do, you can definitely see there is a large section of the room. It kind of brightens up a little bit, but for the most part, the flares illuminate in a nice red glow most of this chamber. You can see most everything. Like I said, all these walls over here and over here contain shuttered windows. They have windows, but for the most part, you can't see them because they're all shuttered.
Yeah, John stream.
Mm-hmm.
Up so they can see it.
Yep.
I get what you're trying to, but do we know what this place mines exactly?
Gas.
I asked.
I got told not to smoke a fucking cigarette earlier. Lighting flares is probably a bad idea.
Flares.
I sent a message back asking all the stuff that they collect on this route.
Okay.
Maybe be a little careful with the flares.
She says
They're
it should.
non-flame flares anyway.
It
the
should.
default ones.
Yeah, it should be in your.
Inflammable means flammable.
It should be in the dossier that she gave you, but for the most part, they mine coolant, fuels, chemicals, minerals, things like that. Basically, it's a hard industrial facility.
Coolant makes things cold, so we're good then. Flares all around.
She says.
Leech, light them, smoke them if you got them.
Mm-hmm. C specifically is a mineral refinery, so space rocks get mashed down into the base parts and stored here.
Their flares are battery flares. If you're talking about the ones with the default adventure kit.
They're fucking chem lights. You got it. They illuminate the thing. There was no risk of them blowing up the place, so you're good. Continue forward. Jesus.
So
Hey, guys, stop with your RP. Fuck your immersion. Just go.
Yeah.
So, if nothing else is happening, I wanna just I wanna see if these are electric forklifts or some sort of.
Yeah, they run off of just battery powered, some sort of electric battery. So yeah.
I just tell you what they are. I've worked on these type of rocks.
Yeah, you've definitely seen them. The standard
That
run of the
would
mill
imply that I'd have
generic
to talk
thing.
to you. So.
I'm staying
Come
fairly
on now.
close to Ox right now.
It's fine.
I'm moving up to the panel.
Okay. Moving up to the panel, it is a computer terminal. Looks like it is a check-in spot for people to like swipe their badges in, things along those lines, as well as probably a manifest for cargoes and things like that are here.
I'm gonna see. Can I try to into the system from this terminal?
You can try anything. Whether or not
Alright,
it
here we
works
go.
is up to you.
Let the dice decide.
You attack
That
it.
was a bad roll.
You try to get in, and as soon as you do, you can see you're actively being fought back against, and you are unable to gain access through the firewall.
What's up, buddy? Can you unlock the door or what?
Terminal's locked out.
And as soon as you do that, relieve that over your shoulder, you can see the power to the terminal is cut.
This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, boys.
Is it the type of door that looks like it could be like pulled
You got
open?
latches. It's got emergency latches, yeah.
Kind of like a submarine type door, or
Not like the turny deal, but like a normal, like you grab two things and pull them sideways and it opens up the locks on the door. So yeah.
oh, all right.
Yeah. They're definitely hard sealed, but they're mechanically sealed as well.
Good thing our strongest people are the ones with disadvantage right now.
Wait, hold on, Ox, wait. Both of you
What?
back up for a second.
What?
Just look, head holy man. Just give me a damn second. Can I check the door to see if it might be like rigged? Is any kind of craziness going on with the door or anything?
Sure. How are you doing that?
With my eyeballs?
Well, there's
No,
usually
I,
dice rolls involved in that kind of stuff.
An investigation roll would probably be good.
No, I want to check.
Open door!
Yelling at the door.
I'm sorry. I thought I clicked investigation.
I punched the door.
Door, you
The
trapped?
door. You didn't do that, and it opens because it's fucking scared with a 25.
No, like I'm taking like a little straight edge and kind of going across the door. I'm looking for like.
Trying to get like
Just-
in between cracks and stuff, or
Yeah, anything that looks like it
Tink,
could be
tink,
shifty
tink,
about the door. Like,
Not at
if we
all.
were to open this, might it go boom or something crazy?
It looks like it's a sealed
Plus-
door.
Plus,
Absolutely
checking for
sealed.
temperatures or like fire on the other side. Is it super cold? That would mean that it's
It's
exposed to space.
really fucking cold.
I don't think we should open this.
Well, we can't move forward without opening the door.
And we have no way going back. You said it yourself. We're pushing forward. So, take a deep
Damn
breath,
it.
boys.
Hey, why don't we use some of that plastique that we fucking brought?
For what?
Is there any of those
Are
lines?
you talking to explode it?
Yes. Are there any of those lines that
No. I'm vetoing you immediately.
You could breach
I'm
the door with
looking-
explosives.
are there any gas lines or anything like that nearby?
Looking around, there are pipes. There is an orange one, or a yellow with a red stripes.
How far?
Here's the end of the campaign. Okay.
It
Wait.
goes along the top
Terrified.
edge of this entire facility. You've seen it even in the habitats. So
All right, we've done military training. Would we think that we could blow the door without it coming in contact with that pipe?
with a good enough placing of the explosives, probably.
Well, John said there's handles. Just
yeah, there's
fucking
some
pull it.
emergency handles.
Yeah. What is the?
It-
Overthinking this, people. Grab the handle. I'm gonna look it up. Get the fuck over there.
No. Do you know why I'm checking for the cold?
Space.
Because there's 12% oxygen here. That cold, there might be nothing over there.
I got 24 hours as I tap my plate.
We have
Ox has like 60 seconds. I don't think he can hold his breath that long.
Well, there was this one time in a hot tub.
Look, I never had.
Shut up.
Oh man, this is why I play this game.
was it with the
Space
dude
hot tub.
fighting right now, or
Space hot tub. I like how you're specifying.
You know what? Okay, if Ox wants to open the door, it's his life.
Do you want me to open the door, Phoenix? That's the question.
we have to go forward? Open the fucking door as I
I
start
don't see
fucking
another way
trying to
out.
open it.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Yeah.
Wait,
Y'all motherfuckers are dumb as he pushes by everybody. Pulls the thing. Oh yeah, it opens up right away, easily peasily. Just hydraulic assist, everything seems to be running just fine. Both sides of the door slide right open, and you can hear a release of gas coming towards you. So there's probably atmosphere on the other side, as well as a light and an alarm that go off that says, door breach, door breach, door breach, door breach. Basically the system saying, there's a breach on this side, and you're venting oxygen from the station out into the breach. So, but that happens.
wait, that doesn't make warmer than the ambient air.
You're also in a space tunnel. It's fucking cold regardless.
Not to mention, this is a blast door. It doesn't necessarily transfer heat all the way to the other side.
So we moved through.
The door slides open. And I reveal the next part of the map. Chad. You poor man, you. It opens up into
I
a
literally think you
T-shaped
tell me
hallway.
things just to
and you
fuck with
poured
me.
a fucking bucket of water on
No,
it.
I describe the scene as it happens. You're like, I touched the door. It's cold as fuck because it's open space on this side. It's absolute zero on this side. I know. I hope I got the description right. I think that's how cold it would be. I mean, I don't know.
It would be slightly warmer than the ambient air
Well, fact
because
check.
of the warmth from the other side of the door. From the other side of the door, it would feel cold compared to the warm air.
Well, you didn't get instant frostbite when you touched it, so that's a good sign. But the pathway is open. You can see a T-shaped hallway before you with what looks to be an elevator shaft directly in front of you, currently right here. Oops, sorry. I need to draw that line in. Oh my god. Draw
You
it
just
in.
walk through the wall.
Alright. So, who went to the left into that room with the boxes?
It's Wolf and Tex.
Okay. So, the lot of you step through. That's a T-shaped hallway. There's another door set along the side up and to your right a bit ways, as well as there's probably, as you look over here, another corridor that heads that direction. But looking in here, there looks to be a large open cargo bay room. And Wolf, I believe you're able to get a good view of this whole room. 1 second. As I draw it. It is illuminated by a red flashing light. But there looks to be a large mill container with a bunch of smaller containers labeled comms on them. There is a large words written on the side of the shipping container that it says sensor array, as well as what looks to be the electronics for a sensor array on a ship in the backside there. There are several small boxes in there that basically say, like, sensor array package alpha, sensor array wire package bravo. It looks like everything you'd need to install a sensor array on a ship, i.e. loot if you win. So
Like, hey guys.
We were literally all saying, "Hey, remember that this is here."
Hey, who's still in the big room?
It's just.
I'm in the back, yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna
get
go-
in here
I'm
so
gonna-
we can close this door.
Well, alright. Let's move on.
I'm gonna start I'm just gonna do a quick one over of the packages as I kind of walk by them.
okay,
We
so
close the door, John, so there's no more leaky leak.
okay, so you close the station door. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Not a problem. All right, so as you start moving up there, it's not hard to see. You kind of take a look, and you can see there's a dude. He's kind of hanging out in a little corridor, and he peeks, and you can see his gun scrape against the side of the thing as you kind of turn your head and look. There is a dude right there, gun trained on you currently. You do see him before he has time to react, as he's like, "Oh fuck, I made a noise."
How's he he's holding a gun? I shoot him. Wait, what am I thinking? I shoot him.
Okay, well with that, roll initiative.
We no longer are suffering from disadvantage, correct?
Inside,
just be on
inside
checks
here,
anyway.
yeah, inside here, you wouldn't be, but it wouldn't affect your initiative, I don't think, because it's not one of those two specific skill sets I was talking about.
Fucking swear to God, dexterity is the worst thing ever.
I love how at the end of last campaign, I'm rolling something with dexterity next campaign.
Well,
Fucking
look.
still falls flat on his face every roll.
Like,
All right.
Leash only has a +2 to his dexterity. He still gets a 15. I don't fucking understand. Every time I roll my fucking... Anyways, continue.
All right, Wolf,
You need to take alert. That's what you need to do.
you are able to react first, and you are also able to see that because of your perception is high enough. No one else knows exactly what's going on. You heard a noise, but you don't know anybody's there. But Wolf, what do you do?
I would pull my pistol and just kind of aim just to see what was just precautionary, Like if he turns the corner, I'm gonna pop him.
Well, you can see him right now.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
If you can see him, put bullets inside of his body.
Yeah.
All right, attack rolls away.
He rolled a 15.
15 hits.
Sweet. Auto.
Oh, you're gonna burst him?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, so you expend 5 rounds of ammo for that, just so you're aware.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, and what did you roll damage-wise?
8. Hold on a second. Yeah, 8. Making sure I didn't get a 1 or something.
Nope, you got a 5.
Yep, just making sure.
Okay, the guy who shot the round. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, so the guy who was around there basically fell forward and is a condition that's not in this game that I'm counting because he rolled a 2 on his stealth. So he definitely would have had cover against you, except for he's bumblefucked his stealth check and is absolutely out in the open, so I was going to give him no cover. the rounds impact directly on him, shattering his chest plate, which you know they all wear plate armor. It shatters, and the last bullet kind of nicks him in the neck. It does a small amount of damage, but you can see a small bit of blood spray hit the wall, but nothing too crazy. But he's definitely like, oh fuck, I've made a mistake.
As I fire, I look back at the 3 in the hallway, say, "Get the fuck in here."
Yeah, contact.
I'm a terrible ninja.
He's a ninja with a Mac 10. All right, next is Clyde. Your turn.
Alright, I start rounding this corner.
All right, before you do that, I'm just gonna say, surprise, motherfucker! There's a dude right there who rolled a 20 on his fucking stealth check, and as you come around the corner, butt stroke to the face. I'm gonna give him advantage on that one. Rifle butt.
I like that guy. We're getting that guy on our team. I like him.
He just got lucky. He rolled a 20 on his stealth roll. Beats passive perception. So, but he comes in with a butt stroke.
Wow.
Right in the gives you that sweet chin music right across the face.
Man, even in melee range, you're still getting screwed up.
For 11 points of damage, as you're like you full start to sprint and just
Yeah, I cleaned my clock.
you're like,
yeah.
oh, was not ready for it, but it is your turn. Continue.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, you wanna dance?
Should have killed me, motherfucker. Oh yeah, 23 definitely connects as you punch him. A gut shot, hard. You can feel your fist break a ceramic plate as he's like, oh, still up. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Phoenix, your shot. What do you do? Did these guys
is this
roll?
hallway big enough
ass?
that I could move through this ginormous man called Ox?
Yeah, you can move through your friends. You know that. You basically just like on your left.
Excuse
move.
me, pardon me.
Yeah.
So it's 5, 10, 15, 20,
Damn,
25.
If he didn't roll a shitty,
this-
that would have been such a good ambush.
Is this like a wall here, or what is this?
What? Ping it.
Like that I'm passing through?
It's just
Elevator
it's
shaft.
part of a wall. Yeah, the little 2 is basically the number 2 elevator shaft that goes up and down. But you're basically
Okay.
you're skirting the wall of it. It's kind of the way it lined up was very odd. But yeah, you're fine. You're basically up against the side of
Okay.
a wall. Yeah.
Then where the say hello to my little friend.
Jesus Christ, you guys are rolling like champs. Yeah,
I'm just
24
doing
definitely
a
connects.
piercing. Just
Just
one
normal shot.
shot.
Okay. Yeah, the shot goes into him, connects with this plate. Again, you can see it connect. Or no, that guy already had his plate shattered. That's 8 damage plus the
Wait,
1.
isn't it if
9.
you're moving you have disadvantage?
You're a
Or
minus
what was
2.
that rule?
It's a minus
You're at
2.
a -2.
Yeah, unless
that's
you have.
22.
Yeah, so
I
it's
just wanna
22.
make sure. I don't remember that rule.
Yeah.
But then I still have 5 feet of movement, and I'm gonna go. Boop. Nope, I didn't do it.
Let me see your war face. Do it.
Why is it not moving?
Hey,
there we go.
you did it. He's a real boy.
Oh.
Yeah, that shot takes that guy and drops him into a very bad way as he's bloodied from that shot. Shot goes high into his chest, right under where the shattered plates have fallen, and you can see that's definitely gonna put him down. He's not looking well. He's bloodied. Anders, you're up next. Unless you got anything else in the pipe, Phoenix.
Nope.
All right, you're up.
I'm going to move up through Wolf. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So yeah, I'll come around the box and then I'll just peek around the corner and just shoot him once.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
He's dead. Don't even worry about that. The shot hits him in the head. You can see blood splash against the wall, and he just paid the price for his blunder as he is now full of holes and down on the ground. Anything else?
I'm gonna just do that and then I'm just gonna mutter, "I'm a combat medic." And then I'm gonna lean against the wall.
All right. Station assault. The one who you punched and cleaned your clock once kind of takes this moment to. He just kind of lets the SMG slide on his sling and pulls a knife and starts to go to town. He is actually. Let's gonna do this. All right. He goes for a grab on your arm to grab you. So we're gonna do this. It's the same thing. So athletics versus his, or your athletics or acrobatics versus his athletics, which is that. All right. So he goes to grab you, and you're able to just kind of like give him the old John Wick push aside, and then he just kind of reaches for a blind stab to try to get you. 22. Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. Damn, he didn't get you grappled up, but he did get you with the knife. So he scrapes across you 6 points. That should be piercing, not bludgeoning, or slashing, not bludgeoning, but it cuts across just the side of your armor. Are you bloodied at all, or no?
I think that just bloodied me, like literally exact.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm bloodied.
Okay. With that, that means he can take this action right. Whoa, that I don't want to stretch him out. I want him right here. He does a combat roll back about 15 feet, quicker than you're able to react. He has a cunning action when he bloodies a target. And he basically, you can see him pull his hand up to his ear, and he just probably is sending some sort of communications off, but that's about all he's got. That is his turn. Now it is the rest of them's turn. Alright. 3M info. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see a guy peek out up top momentarily before taking cover again behind the wall. That's his turn. This guy is dead. This gentleman right here. Oops. To the GM. 1, 2, 6. Okay, and he's on that. Alright. Ox, you're up next. What do you do?
Since it looks a little tight in there, I'm actually going to go in the opposite direction and attempt to open this door.
Awesome.
Safe.
I love it. All right.
Safe.
Chain pulling is always a great idea.
You walk up to that door and you're like, and you open it. Oh my god. And there's my reveal. All right.
It's gonna hurt.
I support this. We're going slow and methodical, and then Griffin's like, fuck that. We need to pull everything.
Time's up. Let's do this. And as you open the door, you just see a guy go,
Oh, fuck.
it's about time. He just begins to wheel up a minigun, but it's still your turn. That action is actually your turn to open the door. So, that is his turn. Oh, man.
No regrets, he says.
No regrets.
Oh
No regrets.
Son of a bitch.
No regratas. It's very nice. I like.
Okay.
How much? All right, moving out of the
It looks a little
shadows.
cramped in there. Let's go get a guy with a mini real quick.
You can see a guy. He kind of looks, cants his gun
Ah, there's
to
another one.
a side thing, and just lights you up with his SMG.
Who's you?
Ox. He's literally the
Okay.
closest target. Does not have advantage though. Does not. It was
It's
just a normal shot. 25 does hit, so yep. And he's gonna go ahead and roll. Just a 5. So yep. That's it.
Alright.
5 damage. And then he maneuvers himself to a different spot. Going 1, 2, 3. And then he's vanished. Okay. And that is his turn. And then it goes to the big boy.
Okay. Hearing the gunshots behind me, I look at Alex and I was like, what the fuck did you do?
he found the boss.
Damn it, boy!
Alright, so yeah. I'm not pulling punches with this either. So you could see, you remember those guys that were cut above the rest, the better armor? Ox,
Yes.
those big boys. Yeah, this is one of those guys. As he just looks at you and he's
Is he
like,
the one that took my boa?
no. This is one of the guys that took you captive and hogtied you in the room. They looked like the stronger Spec Ops version.
You're talking about the thing Ox enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, you could see written in spray paint across his chest is the word Giga. Don't know what that means. It says Giga on it.
It means big.
And he spins up his machine gun, and you can see large caliber rounds, red tipped, similar to the kind you bought currently from the old man. All right. So first of all, he's just gonna spray that area. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
We all know how great you are at those.
Oh yes.
Does he have any cover?
Oh, nice!
Just big man down! Big man down! Free Willy!
It's like Bam Bam Bigelow, he does a cartwheel.
Just a cartwheel, you're like, what is happening?
Cartwheel.
Alright, so the DC was 15. You take half damage from this.
Is that cartwheel though, where like they don't fully extend their legs, they just kind of have like they're like still knees tucked in?
No, fuck that, man. He
right.
Bam Bam that shit. That guy does full cartwheels.
You guys kind of turn to hear an explosive cacophony come from that thing, just boom, 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 and then boom, 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 it rounds exploding against the wall, ripping into the wall, actually dealing an incredible amount of damage to it. But just you could see Ox, oh fuck, just kind of dip out of the way. Ox, you take 10 points of damage, explosive damage, as rounds just blow up around you. Wolf, it's your turn.
Okay. Are these boxes, like, can you see over them, or are they tall enough we can't see over them?
They're probably... You wouldn't have line of sight if that's what you're asking. Yeah, you can't see through.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking.
They're like probably about 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide, 5 feet deep. Just basic large metal boxes.
Okay. I'll move right next to Tex.
Okay.
I tell him, get the fuck to Anders, get the fuck to Leech. You're fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
You are bloodied. You are not fine.
And I'd look at this dude and I'd aim my pistol at him.
Give him the blat blat.
Nope.
You can't run and shoot. You don't know what you're doing. Rounds impact everywhere around this guy, and he's like, really? Anything else? You should have serial figures. Just covering fire!
A little bit of cover, maybe? No.
Alright, Tex, you're up.
This is you, Leech, right? Just making sure.
No, that's me.
No, I'm down beneath you.
Anders
Okay.
Anders is the one that's like, I'm cool, and then Phoenix is like, where are we? I got we're right here. I got the map, guys. I got the map.
This is not the right location.
Oh, okay. It was fucking upside down.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit him with the skirt.
Oh.
The scream bop bop. Oh, this okay. I had this just for this moment.
Oh, no.
I have my very own big shack. Oh, come on, you gotta play it.
Please don't.
You gotta do it. Why isn't it playing? Oh,
Turn your volume up.
Such an old
it's
man.
all the way up. There it is. Here you
Don't encourage him.
go. Okay, just making sure we got that skitty geek pop in there. But yeah, you give
So the
him
24 and the 18.
You give him the Burts, both of them. He goes trying to do the Bam Bam Bigelow Part 2, the sequel.
Make sure you re-roll that d6.
Nails that one. Does not nail the
No,
second
these are
one.
the attack rolls.
Yeah, I know.
The 24 and the. Oh, okay. So there's no.
Oh,
bonus
you're
there.
not spraying? Okay.
Yeah.
So both of them hit.
And then re-roll that one.
Yeah. So 11 and 5, 9,
11 and 9 is
20.
Yay, you did it. They break into his armor, destroying his plate. You can see this one now that you not have a butt stroke in your face or a knife cutting your gut. He also is in very much nicer armor. The other guy who got blasted is actually the guy who wasn't in nice armor. But this one looks well equipped.
Gotcha.
But without a front plate now, as a good amount of auto rounds connect with it. Anything else?
I walk over to Leech.
Ow! All right,
Can I
Phoenix.
get a Band-Aid, Daddy?
Phoenix, you're up next.
Alright, so I know a guy went, like, he tucked in somewhere over here, right?
Yeah, you saw a guy kind of peek.
Yeah, he hightailed it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right, as you get up there, you can see down this hallway here.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
a hallway. Okay.
Yep. And you also can see
Ooh.
the multiple gentlemen hiding down there.
Oh, we're just pulling everything,
Let's
ain't we?
just keep chain pulling, boys. Woo!
This is great.
I know Chad's next thing he's gonna do. Grenades.
Oh, hey, there's a guy right there. Okay.
Yeah, and he has a fucking concussion grenade in his hand.
Awesome.
Oh well, it is your turn, and you haven't taken an action, and there is a guy throwing a grenade at you. I would
Okay.
say
Hold on.
that's baller
Hold
worthy.
on. Hold on. I have exactly what I'm gonna do.
Hit him with the
I'm
division.
going
Shoot
to-
him in so he drops it and blows himself up.
I'm going to use
No!
this. Wait, where'd it go?
Just-
Double your effort. Life insurance.
Okay,
And
hold on.
way of the protagonist.
All right, hold on.
Poker face.
Hold on,
No,
okay.
wait, not that one.
All
Biting
right.
taunt, I meant.
All right,
Not
hold on.
poker face.
Hold on, let me read this. Jason. You're not a fighter.
No,
You're
the first one
not a-
basically says that I can force them to make a DC 15 wisdom check, but life insurance, I have to spend a hit die. They automatically fail it.
Okay, so you're burning a hit die to make him fail this.
Yes. And what that does, or wait. I'm sorry. I have to make a DC 15 check, but if I use that hit die in life insurance, I automatically pass it.
Okay.
When I automatically pass it, I get an extra action that can't be an attack.
Okay.
But I get an extra action,
Okay.
which lets me use
Biting taunt.
way of the protagonist, which is biting taunt, and I yell, "Hey, dumb fuck! Don't drop the grenade!"
Of course, now he's got to drop the grenade.
So it's basically
Oh, no.
he gets disadvantage on his next turn. And what I'm going to do is with my assault rifle, I'm making an aimed shot. You said he's holding a grenade, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm aiming for his wrist.
Shot with advantage. He's like,
That's right.
"Oh!" and he goes to throw the grenade, and you can tell it's off, but you fucking hit him right in the wrist. And he just, drops the concussion grenade at his feet. Also, he probably can't use that hand, as there's a high caliber round that just went through his wrist. That bypasses his armor, by the way. So 8 damage.
Yep.
Okay. And now I roll the concussion damage.
And then 5, 10.
Alright, so it's 1d6 damage and a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. And he's at disadvantage still, or is it just for his attack?
An attack target makes the target
And ability
has
checks.
disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the beginning of the next turn, so he has disadvantage.
this poor man.
This poor unfortunate soul.
So on top of that, Jesus Christ. So you shoot him, damn near taking his wrist off. He drops the grenade, and you hear, as you tuck around the corner, ah! Poof! There's a small modicum of blood spray over this dead guy already. You can't tell if it was arterial spray from that guy or more blood coming from the hallway. Either way, something happened and it was fucking glorious. And I can't wait for somebody to go look in that hallway now.
That's it. That's my turn.
That's a fucking hell of a turn, Anders.
turn.
You're up.
I only used the life insurance because I just wanted to make sure that I passed that check.
Hey, that was a good check to make sure you
I
passed.
understand.
All right.
10 out of 10.
So Tex walks back to me and says, "I'm hurt." I'm gonna look at him.
Rub some dirt in it,
How
pussy.
bad does he look?
Well, he's bloodied, so
I'm bloodied.
he's
Okay.
definitely
so
wounded. He needs medical attention.
He didn't get just fucking blown up by the explosion down the hallway behind me. So I'm gonna look at you and I'm going to pull out my quick patch. There you go. You got a spell. So it's 2 + 5 + 4.
2 + 5 + 4. That's 11.
There you go.
That's how many you get back.
And then I'll use that as my bonus action.
Okay.
You get an extra D4.
All right. Roll a d4 then. An additional 2. 13 hit points total back.
I
You-
look way better.
Not too bad. Not shabby. His jaw feels like it's back in place. You know, that kind of good smack of the thing. Yeah. Anything else?
There's an explosion going on over here. There's explosions going on over here. I'm just like, don't die. And then I'm gonna look. Can I see if Ox is still standing?
Yeah, he's going. Oh! Oh God! Explosives! Whoosh! Whoosh! To the left! To the right!
Back, Daddy-o. One hop this time.
Oh,
I'm gonna look at Tex and be like, I don't think this is a safe spot for us to be here in a minute. So I'm gonna just move right there.
Disperse.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, that is your turn.
Yep, that's everything.
Station assaults. Let's see. You can hear this guy in front of you, Wolf. You can see him go. You can just basically hear him giving verbal commands. He says, looks over his shoulder, 2 down, Giga. Let's fucking hurry this up. Fall back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he does like a combat roll over this dude into the hallway. And as he does, he just gives you the like Neo shoot while jumping at Phoenix. So I'm gonna roll that attack. Let's see, just normal. Phoenix, do you know what your armor class is off the top of your head? I don't know if you got your headset on. Oh no, he's away from his computer. So instead, oh, well, fuck it, that wouldn't make sense. We'll come back to that. A shot against him. But anyway, all right. So this guy, he pops out, and you can see him kind of takes a shot at the sniper at Wolf. Oh, actually, he can't. Those are too tall. He is gonna move in 2, 3, and take good cover there. Let's see. Can he see Leech back there? I'd say he can shoot you, but you have like 3/4 cover.
Okay.
So you get +5 to your armor class.
Awesome.
So he's gonna take a shot. Yeah, I don't think that hits.
Nope.
Yeah, he lets out some rounds shooting over Phoenix's shoulder, but they impact against the wall and don't manage to connect. All right, this guy dies. He is dead. Ox, it is your turn.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna take a brief second to look at this guy up and down, and I'm just gonna be like, and I'm gonna toss the head at him, and I'm gonna move.
Heck,
yeah,
did
that
it just
should
come
be good.
back to?
Oh,
I'm gonna move 15 feet away.
all right. Pause on your turn real quick. Does a
fine.
20 hit you, Phoenix?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so this dude came over here. He called out some stuff that Wolf heard. Basically, we've got 2 dead already. Fall back, Giga. Hurry up. And he runs over here and then like jumps and does the Neo shoot while falling thing at you, and slides out of view. 20 hits, and you take
Yes.
7 piercing damage from the bullets that deflect around you.
Okay.
All right, but you throw the head at this big dude.
Yeah, again, Giga, please throw the head at the big dude,
Kick up, please.
and then
This is gonna work because he said that now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then I'm just gonna turn on everybody, and I'm just gonna show them the detonator, and I'm just gonna push the button.
Oh my god.
I
All
bet
right.
the only question I have is there's no rules on C4. There's TNT, but I don't know what we're equating it as. So
Oh, Good thing I was attached to a sapper unit and remember my demo calcs, how much C4 is TNT. I just have to bring out my little calculator. So
Wait, I want to. While he's doing math real quick.
Yes, he stuffed ahead.
He stuffed a head with an explosive.
No, I stuffed the head with 2 explosives.
Oh my god!
Well, I didn't want to blow. I'm not an explosive expert. I like to make it go boom. I don't know.
Oh my god!
We're gonna
that's
blow up
so
part of the
much
facility,
C4.
and then the fucking just roof is
Blow
gonna
a
fly
hole
away.
into space.
Yep, and
The
then
elevator's fucked.
yep, the boss is gonna get sucked out into space.
So far we're winning.
I don't hear a loss. I mean, I'm just saying.
He's just gotta not be around for us to win. So.
But lucky for him, he's got a sealed suit, so he's gonna be like all
Listen,
shooting us through space.
if I had been stuffing that head full of C4 and you guys were watching me, you guys would have either A, tried to stop me, B, gotten concerned, or C, tried to stop me. And so
Ox?
I wasn't gonna.
I would like you to roll 10d10.
10 what?
10 what?
10d10.
You got it.
Holy fuck! Okay,
We dead to hell.
Greg is turning red. I hope you realize this.
Oh my goodness, why are we shoving heads full of C4?
And he's got the good armor too.
And you were like, oh, it won't be useful.
I think Ox is probably my favorite character so far. This is fucking goddamn ridiculous. And he had a one-liner ready, like on the spot. Jesus. 51 fucking damage. Reroll the 1 because you reroll 1s on damage from something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, reroll the 1.
You got it.
Does he keep
Reroll.
re-rolling it, or is it just you'd have to take the re-roll?
I am not sure. I think
pretty-
it just states reroll 1.
It's
Yeah,
probably
'cause-
just 1.
I remember doing it 3 or 4 times in
Yeah,
a row.
reroll all 1s on their damage. It doesn't say they have
Okay,
to take it all
you
on
rolled
the
a
blank
1.
so you can see it.
Yeah, that's fine. Reroll it again. A 2. All right, so 52 damage. 10 out of 10. This is why we play the game, folks. Outstanding. So I'm just gonna. You don't
Wait.
see him, and you don't see
Right.
much of that room.
Wait. I think he still only takes 51 because it says he has to be able to see and hear me, and he's in a separate hallway. So it's
He
only
can hear you.
51 damage.
He
Come
can
on,
hear
let's
you.
let's
He
let's,
can hear
let's
you.
follow the rules.
You guys have magical seeds. Yes. So okay, 51 damage. You're right. Got it. You know the rules in place for a reason. So you really don't see much of anything there, Ox, except for a big black scorch mark. The doors bowed out. The room has a fireball explode out of it, which washes over you a little bit. But thank God it's a directional explosive, and most of it went into the room. Ish. You're not a demolitionist, but you play one on the D&Ds, and you did pretty good. So you don't know exactly what happened, but there's a fuck all of a crater that used to be a access room over there. I'm even gonna draw black hurdy marks on the wall. This
Look
is
at everybody and be like,
this is ouch.
got him! One shot, one kill.
That wasn't a shot. One shot, one kill. Bro, you're using a tank.
2 explosives.
I was about to say that's 2 shots technically.
Like you are using a tank at this point. If you didn't kill him with a tank, I would be worried.
You're gonna have Tex teach you how to shoot if that's what happens.
So I'm gonna say that bypasses his plate armor because that's
I call it siege
bypassable. Yeah, not quite mega damage, but up there in the ranks of damage.
Can you role play me the 15 seconds he had to really absorb what was going on?
Oh hell!
What do you say he did giga damage to him?
No,
Shut the fuck up.
no, you.
You know a joke's bad when even Trey's like, shut the fuck up.
So 52 damage to him total out of that. So that means he's okay. So walking out of this fuck all of a room is a man who, at one point in time, he had a nice heavy armored bomb suit with the word Giga spray painted on it. Sweet stuff. Nah, he's pretty much naked at this point. Just shit is blown off. He has got blood everywhere. His face is just like, just a fucking waterfall of blood. Blacked eyes, blacked face. His just tore up. He walks out like, and he goes to make the motion of pulling the trigger on his gun at you, but he doesn't have a gun in his hand. And he's just like,
Damn, I was gonna say you could take his minigun, but apparently not.
Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I should have rolled that too. You know what? Roll me an extra 5d6. Because you blew up his explosive ammunition pouch. Because reasons, apparently. An additional 15. Wow. Okay. He's even worse off before. Still manages to walk out of the room. Like, ugh. Yeah, and his whole hand is mangled. Like, the opposite hand where he'd be holding the machine gun is just almost, it's like skin and bones falling off. But that's his turn, or your turn, unless you got anything else, right? And that was his turn. So, next guy is this guy. He's like, you can hear, oh, fuck. You know, the station's rocking. There's, lights are flickering. I forgive you for change. I had a trick up my sleeve. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming around this corner, you can see a guy go, oh my fucking god, fuck you! Just starts blowing rounds into Ox. Oh my god. This poor bastard. So when I designed this, I was like, this will be pretty tough, man. That guy's got a grip of hit points, really good armor. No, not when you throw C4 in a room with a dude. It don't work too good like that.
You know what? I wouldn't, if I was DMing, I definitely wouldn't plan around head filled with C4 being thrown at my combat.
No, there's.
I think he has to now.
I gotta. Meat sticks, head C4s, it's all good. 5 points of damage is a couple rounds impact against you, Ox, but you almost have plot armor at this point. You can't die. Fucking ridiculous. Wolf.
There's an extra 10 piercing. Am I taking that for whatever
Nope, I
reason,
just
or-
accidentally
oh.
clicked twice. You're good.
Okay, double checking.
Yeah, you're good. Just the 5. Alright, Wolf, you're up.
Okay, I will move to here.
Okay.
Just trying to, sneaker.
Sneaker.
Well, no,
sneaker.
actually, let me read the rule in this.
You're on deck text, so.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll move to here, actually.
Okay.
And then I'll just wait it out.
Alright. You hunker up against that. And Tex, you're up next.
Just as, like, you would have enough movement to try to get in for a shot. You're aware, right?
Oh,
Or
I
you
know.
could use... Huh?
I'm trying to be.
Yeah, like, you've got, like, a dash, or you can do a lot.
I know. I'm doing.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Shit, play your character, Tex. Fuck off with this metagamey bullshit. No, I'm good.
Just trying to help a newer player.
I know, I'm
All
just
right.
fucking with you. Keep going.
Alright, so I'm going to basically run up here and wall run to get past everybody.
You don't need to, but you can. That's totally fine.
And then I'm going to come up and punch this.
Okay. Alright, a 20 does connect.
And then I'm going to use that.
Double your last hit's regular damage dice and make it additional melee attacks at this tier against the same creature until you miss. Okay, you do your thing. Do your rolls.
Yep.
Hit, miss. 12
Yep,
misses.
so
Yep, so 2
I get
hits.
one more. Yep.
The 13 misses too. So, about, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's
23 damage.
23 damage? Alright. You connect with him a couple times. You can see you swing, and it should, he's fast too. He's able to parry a few of your hits, but it's a good exchange with you coming out on top. You hit him a few times. Nothing that's going to slow him down. He still seems to be top of his game, but.
I continue my movement to there.
Okay. Let's see. After that, Phoenix, you're up.
Only because I don't know what happened in that goddamn hallway. I'm going to go this way.
Oh, yeah, I would have seen that, right?
Oh yeah, there's like boots and then blood, just everywhere.
There's no like
Christ,
punishment
you're
for
savages
shooting in
this
melee,
fight.
is there?
With the rifle, yes, you have to use your pistol.
You cannot shoot in melee with a rifle. Just straight up can't do it.
Bam, there we go.
Doable. I take it you move there before moving in front of him and then taking a step back?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to make your rolls. A 25 does connect. 9 points of damage. All right. You put the rifle round into him, and that one actually seems to strike home. After he blocked the thing, you put a shot into his leg as he's like, ugh, wasn't expecting that.
And that is it.
Yep. I need to...
Just out of curiosity, if I just take like a little visual of it, not like trying to inspect it, but what is this?
That looks like a piece of a sensor array. Like it would be the part that attaches to your ship.
Oh, that's the sensor array. Okay.
Yeah.
This
other-
whole
meant,
room
like-
is- this whole room is the sensor array.
It's a sensor array package you could install on a ship. It's like the sensor array along with the aerials and like the all the parts. It's basically packaged like an IKEA
I thought there
thing.
was a plot sensor array in there. I didn't
Oh
realize.
no.
There was a sensor array in here.
That's a whole sensor array. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
They big.
All right. With that, it is Leech's turn next.
All right. I'm going to peek around the corner after watching that massive explosion, and now there's a half-dead dude walking out into the hallway. He doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's got a gun.
He looks like he just was in a massive explosion. Because he was in a massive explosion.
You
Shocker.
medically know this.
Yeah, he is not alert and oriented at all. He is confused.
Okay, I'll peek around and I'll look at Ox and be like, "You good, buddy?" And then I'm gonna pop, and I'm gonna just shoot the guy down the hall. This guy.
Over both shoulders, all right.
Yeah. And
All right. Trying to shoot around two large people, the smoke from an explosion, a little harder than you thought. Shot goes a little wide, trying to play it safe, make sure you didn't hit anybody, but didn't connect with your target. Anything else?
I guess I will call out to the others. I got shot from someone in the room. There's someone from the room shot at me earlier. So.
Okay. All right. And when this guy's like, fuck! I should have... Sorry, let me reveal this area too. He slams a fist into a door, or into a control panel along the side, opening up another elevator. And as he does, he ducks in. You wouldn't get an attack of opportunity because he's moving through a wall, basically, unless you can punch through walls, which maybe you can. I don't know.
Actually, I think is like a fighting style I could have took if I went to martial arts thing. It gives you like siege damage when you punch shit.
That'd be good. He ducks in there, and you can see him say, "Fall back! Everybody stick to the plan." And he's like, "I'll be seeing you fuckers later." All right, and that is his turn.
Do we hear an elevator actually take off?
No, not yet. He just opened the door to get in. He would have to shut the
Gotcha.
door and do the thing, but there are other people. You can see this guy kind of take a step forward, 1, 2, and he goes, and starts lighting both of you two up. Tex and Phoenix, give me a dexterity saving throw as he makes a burst attack on you.
That's about right.
All right. Phoenix, you're able to get mostly out of the way. Tex, you're like, hell yeah, I'll punch him. I got bullets. And as that happens, you take 5 points of piercing damage, half of that if you made the save.
Yep.
All right. So there is that. And Ox, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna quickly respond out loud to Leech and just be like, "I think I found a new calling. Baby, I make death look good." And then I'm just gonna single shot at the...
Pop!
that guy just needs to be out of his...
just a-
Oh, Oh yeah, I can do my movement thing later.
Single shot, 11 points. And I just want to let you know, the heavies have 78 hit points. That is exactly 78 points of damage to him as he falls, with a clean headshot, ending his poor, miserable excuse for an existence at this point.
Before my turn is over, I'm not going to move at all in invoking my imposing frame.
Okay. His turn. Spurt, he dies. Let's see. This guy goes, fuck. He books it on. You can see a guy run into the elevator. Wolf, your turn.
I'll go right here because my plan got fucked up. Thank you, John.
I don't know what your plan was. I assume it was run back there and shoot that guy, but yeah.
With Pathfinder, you have a thing like for every 10 feet you don't move, you get 5 feet in dust, so you basically are invisible.
Yeah, you can just shoot off cross there. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, fuck you.
Would have been perfect.
It would have been fucking awesome.
More for you meddling DMs.
But what are the damn meddling DMs? He has some cover from that, but you could hit him around there. Just don't miss and hit the sensor, right?
Fuck.
It's a ship. It has to have mega damage done to it.
I know.
Calm down.
Hey, Greg, shut the fuck up.
Alright, what are we doing? A machine pistol burst from that definitely connects. 5 points of damage to him. You can see the rounds impact on his vest. Don't fully destroy the plate, but he definitely takes rounds. Whoops. -5. Alright. And still in the fight, but definitely ruined his day. He's not happy his front plate is almost destroyed. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright. Tex, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to move here, and I'm going to scooter pop, and shoot the same guy 3 times.
Who are you shooting?
This guy.
Okay.
And so the 22 and the 15.
Alright, so the 22 does connect, the 15 does not. So 9 damage?
Yep.
Alright, that one hits him in the same leg he got hit by Phoenix, and he's like, fuck! He's like, hit the button, Giga, you piece of shit!
And I dip back around the corner.
Okay. Phoenix, you're up.
How, is there like a door?
Nope,
or...
it's just an open hallway.